Just a small video to do a review of this Cool Covers seat cover. It's a company in the UK, coolcovers.co.uk I believe, and I've got loan of this seat cover to try on the RS seat, on the driver's seat. So I'm going to do a little video right now to do the installation, and then we're going to take it for a ride to see how it works. One of the advantages of this cover is that it allows you to sit a little bit above the seat, and so air is able to circulate underneath and keep your butt cool and dry in the hot weather. I might be interested in this because I live in Houston, so it gets pretty hot here. But one of the criteria that I had is that I don't want it to be grippy. I've got a cover for the pillion seat that is kind of grippy, and I bought that for my wife, but she doesn't really like it. It's over there actually, and later on I'll show you a close-up of the two different covers to see the difference. But this one here, it seems as it's made out of some kind of a polyethylene, and it has some thickness to it, so maybe a quarter of an inch thickness, and there's fibers in between the two layers of netting or mesh that keeps it apart. So it looks pretty interesting, and it looks like it might work. Right there you can see the two different types of cover, the Cool Covers driver seat cover, and I don't know if this will focus properly, but this is what it looks like. As I'm going to hold it at an angle so that you could probably see the thickness of it, and you could see that there's some fibers in between that kind of separate the two layers of this diamond shaped mesh, and it's not grippy. This is the other cover, and this cover is Tribo Seat, I believe. See the label here, triboseat.com, and this actually works fairly well. It's made of a rubberized mesh material, and there's no thickness to it really. It's just the thickness of the mesh. This is kind of like shelf liner, you know, that you put in your shelves or in your cupboards or in your drawers to stop things from sliding around. This is the same idea. So this goes here. Well, it was designed, or it was bought to go there for my wife, but she didn't like it. This is the one that we're reviewing today, and as you can see, it's got a couple of straps underneath, Velcro type straps. So I'm going to take the seat off now and install it. It's supposed to go on like this with these two pointy bits for the front. So let us open up the Velcro like this and put the seat inside. A little bit unwieldy to do it in this on the bike, but it can be done. So the back part, oops, it's hooking onto something here. The back part is on, and it's lined up in the middle of this. So I would think that we just have to pull it tight like that. Now the sides, I don't see the sides coming all the way down to the edges of the existing cushion. By the way, I like my BMW seat. I think it's a great seat. I have no need to go to one of those aftermarket seats unless I were to get. The reason would be to get it for a heated option, but I don't like the shape. I like these flat seats because these flat seats allow me to move around. So anyway, this is how it looks. You know, it's not tight to the shape of this, but I guess you could put additional strings here, you know, tie it together and make it fit the shape a little bit better. So it would just require some paracord, something like paracord that you can get from Walmart in the camping section, and you know, tie it, lace it all up and make it fit a little bit more snug. But right now I'm just pulling this over, so you just work it with your fingers. One of the things that I'm a little concerned about is on sitting on the bike, whether this will slide around and then work its way off to one side or you know, or the other. So that would be my main reason for getting paracord and stitching it in. But anyway, let's put it back on. See what it looks like. Doesn't look too ugly. It looks fairly good. Let's put the other seat on, make sure that there's no drama there. Okay. Yeah, that's snapped in place. And then I'll remove my key. I'm famous for leaving this key in this lock on the side here and riding off. So this is one of the times that I remember to remove it. So here it is. I'm gonna go for a ride and see how it feels on the road. But right now it feels fine, and we'll see. I got a couple of errands to run today, so I'm gonna take the bike out, see how it feels. But this, like I said, is about a 1/4 inch thick, so it will raise you up a little bit off of the seat. And for me, that's just fine, because I find that the standard seat now is just a little tad low. So I don't mind if it's raised up, but you see this, I'm gonna have to get something to pull this in, because this is gonna bug me. You know, it's kind of like, you know, got some air gap here, but it needs to be a little bit more snug to the front of the seat. Okay, taking these cool covers, seat cover, for a ride, and see how it goes. Temperature right now is 64 degrees. Beautiful day, and Christmas Eve. I've got all my shopping done, but I'm gonna just make one stop to the bookstore, see if there's anything useful there for my wife. But anyway, the seat cover feels great. Feels great underneath. I've got jeans on, and so it feels nice, and it doesn't feel grippy. It feels just fine. I can move around quite nicely, and I'm yet to feel any breeze underneath there, but it is not, I can see how it's going to breathe, because the pressure from your butt spreads out the load onto the two layers of that diamond shaped mesh, and it wouldn't compress it. So I think it'll work really well. Of course, the best test will be in the summer when it's really hot, but I'm not going to get those conditions for a little while. But it does feel good underneath, I must say. I think it's a good product. Yeah, I'm moving around a little bit. You can't see that, of course, but oh yeah, and I can feel it now. I can feel it a bit. I can feel the coolness underneath there. Like I said, the temperature is 64, so it's not exactly really cool, and it's not warm, just right for riding, but I can feel a little bit of ventilation underneath there. I think this is a good product, one worth keeping on my bike. I just got to get that paracord though. I really don't like you know, the gap. I want it to fit a little bit more snugly on the bike, on the seat. But aside from that,
Great. Also, when it rains, I don't expect that to be a problem because you know, the rain will pass right through and just drain off, so it'll be great. Oh yeah, I can feel the I can feel the breeze. Yeah, this is great. Oh man, I like it. I can say that the road test of this cool cover, seat cover is a success, and aside for the slight fitment issues coming straight from the box, where it is not supplied with any extra cord to, you know, to make the fit a little bit better, so you'd have to add that in. But aside from that, this is fantastic. I think it's a great product, and I've got no problem endorsing this one at all. If you live in any kind of a warm climate, you'll appreciate this one here. Definitely, every little bit of airflow helps. So, you know, this is one good product to get. And even in the cooler weather, in the winter, I mean, you probably have thicker pants on over pants or something like that, so the airflow doesn't matter. Plus, you can always whip it off. It's easy to take off. It's just attached with 2 Velcro straps or whatever cord you might install. So I'll probably install that and show you how I've got it done. But aside from that, great product. So until the next time, keep the shiny side up, stay safe, have a Merry Christmas, and that's it for me.